Okay, so before this video starts, I want to say thanks for the massive subscriber growth over the past 2 weeks. The channel just grew so fast that I couldn't consciously experience having 69 subs. But yeah, thanks guys. It means a lot to me. It's already February and I'm doing this now. This is totally not inspired by TNL Cubing, by the way. Alright, so today we're gonna talk about goals. Long term and short term. For some context, I have 2 upcoming comps in early March and early April, and I want to talk about the goals I have for those comps. We'll start off with Cube Corner, a comp which I'm not 100% sure that I'll go to, but if I do, I'll have to once again travel across the country without my parents. Super fun! These are the events which will be held, and I'm competing in every event except the blind events. Since I'm competing in so many events, I won't have the time to practice all of them, although right now I basically only practice 3x3 and 2x2 because 3x3 is so fun and I'm quite good at 2x2. I also practice a bit of 4x4, but that's basically it. In case you don't know, I practice 3 different sports: football, bandy and floorball, and I also take piano lessons, so I don't have an infinite amount of time. Therefore, I'm not even gonna practice OH, Megaminx and Pyraminx ahead of Cube Corner, apart from maybe drilling some algs a week before the comp to make sure I can actually solve the puzzles. But now, let's talk about the events I will be practicing. For 2x2, my goal is to get 1 sub 3 single, as well as getting top 100 in Sweden for 2x2 average. For that, I'll need a low 4 average, which I'm perfectly capable of pulling off on a good day. For 3x3, my goal is to just beat my PRs. For 4x4, I'd like to make cutoff. For 5x5, I just want to do as well as possible now that I have the MGC. For Scube, my goal is to just beat my PRs, although the single will be tough to beat. And for Square 1, I want to learn a few more algs to at least have a chance at making cutoff. With Cube Corner out of the way, I want to talk about Venice and Friends. Just a 5-hour drive from where I live, this comp will take place. Conveniently, my dad will just then have to work for a few weeks in my hometown, Umeå, which is close to the comp. This is the first comp in Norrland in like 5 years, so I'm happy. For this comp, I'm competing in all events except the blinds, clock, 6x6 and 7x7. Once again, I think I won't practice Mega, Pyra and OH, as well as probably not practicing Squan either, since the 50-second cutoff seems almost impossible. It's kinda hard to guess what times I want that far into the future, but I guess I'll just want PRs. With the comps out of the way, I want to talk about how I think the cubing world will look like next year. By the way, this is the part that is totally not inspired by TNL Cubing. But let's quit talking and look at my predictions. So for my 3x3 PRs, I'm guessing that I will get an 11 single and a 13 average. Yeah, that's just I have like one competition that I haven't talked about, and that's like the European Championship, which will be held in Copenhagen, and so I will probably go to that comp, and like I should be able to get an 11 single and a 13 average. I've got that at home. For 3x3 PBs, I just kind of like an 8 single with a last layer skip. I could totally get an 8 single, and the fact that I haven't gotten an 8 what am I saying? Last layer skip is kind of, yeah, maybe I should have got one by now, but that's not how probability works. It's just not that if you do, I don't know, 16,000 solves that you're guaranteed to get a last layer skip. That's not how probability works, but yeah, and an 11 average, that's, yeah, that's probably not that difficult. I already have like low 12 average, so 11 but that was a really lucky average, but 11 average for next year, that not that difficult, maybe, I don't know. My 2x2 PRs, I guess that I will have a low 2 single, and like with a lucky enough scramble I could totally get to 2 single. Like I'm going for a sub 3 single at the Cube Corner and Venice and Friends, so a low 2 single, I'll probably be able to get that, and a mid 3 average with lucky enough solves and maybe CLL, I can probably do that. For 4x4 PRs, I'm guessing a 45 single and a 55 average, which is like kind of a lot better than I have right now. But if I practice 4x4, I should be able to do that. Scube PRs, I'm guessing a low 5 single and a 7 average, because see, I like to think that I'm really good at Scube. I am, like, I think that's my best event. I'm actually better than Patrick Ponce at Scube, but there's not really much to learn after you've learned like the basic method. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a lot better. Maybe a low 5, and I don't practice Scube that much, but a low 5 single with a lucky enough scramble I could get that, and a 7 average, yeah, that's totally doable. My subscriber count, I'm guessing 200, which might seem a little high, like I'm at 80 right now, but like, okay, if the channel grows as much as it has done over the past like 2 weeks, let's say it grew by like yeah, let's say it doubled in size, which it by the way it did more than that, but let's say it doubled in size the past 2 weeks, then it will only take me like 1.5 weeks to get to 200 subs if the channel keeps growing at that rate. Wait, that's not true, but like I don't know the I don't know the math for it, but I like, it's not gonna take very long if the channel keeps growing at the rate that it does logarithmically. But of course the big boom from that Chinese hope you can read Chinese video is kind of maybe over, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. But 200 subs I should be able to get to, and it will be cool. The WR single, like, if I would go safe, I would just go 3.47 by Yu Shengdu, like, just like, if it was for my life, then I would definitely guess that. But like, I want to be special, and imagine if I got it like totally on point, 3.39 by Tumon, and the WR average is even more crazy, because I will guess that it will be 4.89, tied between Felix and Timon. Yeah, that's kind of unlikely, but yeah. And lastly, JPUM subscriber count. Cool, that might be random, but yeah, I love JPUM, so I'm gonna say that he has like 1.5 million, because he grows so fast, like 1.5 million, like he may actually be able to do that. And yeah, 1.5 million, that's a lot of people, but I hope he gets there. Like, I really like JPUM, so yeah, I hope he does. But yeah, that was basically my prediction, so yeah. So guys, that's basically it for this video. If you liked it, then please give the video a like and consider subscribing, and also comment how many of the predictions I'll get right. But with that said, my job here is done, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.